Hey guys, it's Mo and welcome to my TBR for the month of February. I'm really especially excited to share these books with you guys today that I'm planning on trying to get to in the month of February because, as many of you know, that February is Black History Month, and so at first I wanted to read exclusively only books by Black authors in February, but Kayla's new book club is launching in February. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's on thrillers, and The Other People by CJ Tudor has been chosen for that, so I'm going to be reading that book. But other than that, I think everything else is going to be exclusively by Black authors, so let's just get straight into it. So there's 3 books that I have not completed yet that are going to be carried over from January. I'll show you guys those ones first. I don't know if I'm going to actually complete. I feel like I'm going to DNF for now, not permanently, just because I have other things I want to get to. The Art of Love by Ovid. This one is a poetry book. I only got to page 6, so I'll probably come back around to that another time. But one I know I'm going to finish for sure is Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. This one I am almost halfway through. I'm on page 122. This is the version that's adapted for young adults, so it's also the movie tie-in edition. I feel like even when I finish reading this, eventually I want to go back and read the other version. This was just the only one that was available the same day at Target, and I was trying to read the whole book before I watched the movie, but that just didn't happen. But I really did love the movie. I would recommend it, 10 out of 10. But yeah, I'm definitely planning on finishing this. This is going to be a very big priority for the month of February. As of me recording this video, there's like 1 day left in January, so I know I'm not going to finish these books. And I have Miracle Creek by Angie Kim. I'm really enjoying this book, but I'm kind of just like taking my time with it. And I'm on page 142 of this one. And this book is really good so far. It's a literary thriller. A lot of people, or literary courtroom thriller is how it's described, but it's just like a really well-told mystery. I love how it's being paced and everything so far, and I just don't really want to rush through this book, so I've been taking my time with it. Now on to the rest of the books that I plan on getting to. So I pulled a whole bunch of books off of my shelf that I would possibly be interested in reading. I'm not going to show you guys all of them. I'm just going to show you the ones that I'm prioritizing. So I am going to be participating in blackathon for February. So some of these books go with some of the prompts for the for that specific readathon. Unfortunately, I do not have my phone on me right now, so I cannot show you guys, tell you guys exactly which prompts go with each of the blackathon prompts, but I'm thinking of maybe trying to vlog me reading the whole month. We'll see. I'm not for sure. No promises, but if I do, then I'll definitely tell you which books go to which prompts during those vlogs. So the first one is also a carryover from January, Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. I didn't get to this one yet, and this is a very recommended book for, I think it's like a dystopian or a science fiction. I can't remember for sure now. Also, there's going to be, I can't remember who's running it now, but Thrillerathon, there's another round of Thrillerathon happening next month. I don't really have a lot of thrillers by Black authors. The only one I have because I'm trying to just focus on books that I already own first before buying more books, and that is The Trap by Melanie Rabe. This one, I believe her sister has been like murdered or something, and I don't know too much about it. I don't like to go into thrillers knowing too much. Next we have a book that's set in Africa, and I know that was one of the prompts for a blackathon, and that's The 100 Wells of Salaga by Aisha Haruna Atta. This book cover, I just love this cover so much, and I've been meaning to get to it forever. It's not even a super long book, like it's just barely over 200, so hopefully I couldn't start off with a whole bunch of short books so that I can get through a lot of these books that I'm really wanting to next month. And then we have another Jason Reynolds book, and this one is The Boy in the Black Suit. I picked this one up recently from Book Outlet. I believe we're following a young boy, and he's like a teenager or something, and he's dealing with grief of losing a family member, and he becomes friends with, or maybe has this like romance going on with another girl. And then the last one I think I had picked for a prompt was How to Be Black by Baratunde Thurston. I believe the prompt I had picked this one for was for a book that challenges Black stereotypes or preconceptions or something like that, and I thought this book would go perfectly just because some of the titles of the chapters are like when did you first realize you're Black, do you know what an Oreo is, How to Be the Black Friend, How to Speak for All Black People. So I feel like this book really just challenges a lot of preconceived ideas that people have about Blackness in general. I actually have quite a few nonfiction books that I'm trying to get to, and one of them is She Came to Slay: The Life and Times of Harriet Tubman by Erica Armstrong Dunbar. Some books I picked up, some of these books you guys haven't even seen yet because I picked up recently from Target. They had like buy two get one free on their books, so this was one of the books that I picked up on their website. And this is after watching the movie Harriet, it just made me even more interested in reading this book. I had wanted to read this book already anyway, and I just love the format that this story is told in. Like, it's a lot of text as well, but there's like a lot of illustrations and infographics and things like that. Just keep it really interesting. Then we have a couple of short story collections. So the first one is Let's Play White by Chesia Burke. I believe this one just came out. And then the other short story collection is Heads of the Colored People by Nafisa Thompson Spires. And you really can't give much synopsises for short story collections because each of them are different. Next is probably the book that I'm the most excited of all of these to get to, just because I just bought it and I love the cover, and when I show you guys it, I know you're gonna love it too, and that is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. I seen this on a Bookstagram and immediately I had to go out and buy it because I've been wanting a copy of The Color Purple. I've never read it, but as soon as I seen the cover on this one, I just knew I had to have it. And so this is kind of what sparked my interest in putting it in order on Target in the first place. And I have not read it. This is just such a modern classic, I feel like, that I really just want to get to. And this one probably needs to be like my #1 priority of all the books I get to. Another book that I'm really excited to get to that I've had forever and I just need to get around to it is The Source of Self-Regard by Toni Morrison. And I also have a couple of her fiction books on my TBR for February as well. If you guys seen one of my recent beautiful book haul videos, I had bought a set from Juniper Books of some of her books, and I'm planning on trying to get to 2 of them. And I think the ones that I want to get to are Sula and Beloved. They're the cool set where when you like line them all up, the spines make the portrait of her face. And Beloved is just such a classic, and I know for sure I have not read Beloved. And Sula, I don't think I might have read Sula before, but I can't remember it, so this one I want to get to. Then we have one poetry collection, and that is called Brown by Kevin Young. I started reading the first couple pages of this, and I really did like it. It's one of those ones that you just have to go through slowly. Like, I don't want to rush through this poetry collection because I feel like, you guys know I'm so hit and miss, usually miss with poetry collections, but I have a really good feeling about this one. Also, I would love to get to another Tayari Jones book. I loved An American Marriage, and I really want to get to the other one that I own by her, and that's Silver Sparrow. I have heard people like say this one is hit and miss as well, but I only know something about it. Has to do with a man who, I think he has like 2 daughters and they don't know about each other or something. I don't know. I don't really know too much of the plot of this one, but just based off of how much I loved An American Marriage, I want to love this one as well. Then just go quickly through the last 2 books. So we have Quicksand by Nella Larson. This one is a classic. I read Passing by Nella Larson, I believe it was last year, and I really enjoyed that one. So I think this one we're following a main character who is mixed, and then the other one is Whatever Happened to Interracial Love. This is another short story or essay collection by Kathleen Collins. And yeah, that's the last book that I wanted to show you guys. There's still another pile of about like 10 more books that I'm wanting to get to, but I just don't think I'm going to. Also, I don't have them yet, but Penguin Random House, which is super exciting, they contacted me the other day about choosing a couple of books because they're wanting to help to just promote Black History Month through their books as well. Okay, so I picked 2 books from their site, and the first one I chose was War Girls by Tochi Onyebuchi. This one is like a science fiction book, and I've really been wanting to read this one, so I'm super excited. That one's also going to be one I'm going to try and get to in February. The other one I chose from them was a non-fiction book that is also a new release as well. It's Making Our Way Home. It has to do with the migration and the Black American Dream. It's by Blair Imani, and this one is a really cool, I just love illustrated non-fiction books. They're just like the best of both worlds for me. And I have been eyeing this one for a while. Both of these books I've been wanting to get, so I'm just thankful to be able to have the opportunity to get them and review them for you guys. I'll probably be posting some stuff about them on my Instagram as well. If you guys don't follow me, the link is always down below. It's Life with Mo. I want to try posting more book stuff on there. It's just, you know, sometimes I just get so lazy to take pictures and post them on there. But yeah, I am once again just very excited to be working with Penguin Random House for that, because it's just a publishing house that I really love, and just like I love bringing more diversity to books and just being able to share them with you guys. I hope you can see that, like, I just genuinely love promoting books by diverse authors, and I'm really excited for February. I hope I can get to all these books. I know I won't get to all of them, but I'm gonna get to as many as I can, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that I will be doing some vlogs for next month, because then you guys can see a little bit more in real time my thoughts about the books, and maybe it will motivate me to read more or something. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you guys are participating in any of the readathons I mentioned. If you have any special plans for Black History Month as far as your reading goes, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up to date with everything that I'm posting, and we'll see you soon. Bye!